Hello, Linda. Linda got here first. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. This is Ruth here, and this is the Artful Stampin channel, from which I hope you'll get lots of inspiration to create and use products that maybe you have already got at home, or if you're brand new to crafting, you're going to discover a whole world in which you can find such pleasure and joy from creating your own cards, scrapbook pages, altered art, home decor, all sorts of things. And also have me that you can ask me questions. You're more than welcome to ask me questions regarding anything that you see. So hello, good evening everybody, welcome. So if you're watching this on the replay, thank you so much, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up on the way in and on the way out. It's always great to have more people come and join us, and that's how my videos get seen, by giving me a thumbs up. So I have been inspired. I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do tonight, and I had a quick look over my Pinterest boards, and I go on there and pin things that I like. They're not necessarily, as you can see, this image is not a Stampin' Up image. So Stampin' Up is the company for whom all the products that you're going to see me use are from, and I also happen to sell them as well. And this, oh, Vanessa, you just messaged me. Oh, Vanessa, I forgot to message you yesterday. Ah, sorry. So this is my inspiration, and it's really more to do with the layout and also to do with texture. And we're going to mix up the colours a little bit. Not going to use exactly those colours, but that is going to be my springboard. So let's get started. I'm just going to grab my channel up so I can see you guys' comments, and we'll get started. So a lot of these things I don't actually need right now, because I need to cut down this piece of cardstock. So this is a piece of backing board that I just had in my craft room, and I do tend to keep, whenever I get papers from Stampin' Up, I do tend to keep the backings, because these are really nice and thick. And if you're doing sort of work like this, slightly altered art type things, it's quite handy to have them. Or if you're making boxes, or if you're making quite sturdy boxes. So I'm going to cut this down to 4 inches, and I think I may even cut another piece at 2 inches. So I'm just going to push that right to the end of my trimmer, because I know that it's 6 inches up to that point there. I know that if I cut here, that's going to be 2 inches, and I'm pushing that down as hard as I can, but I know it may not have gone all the way through. All right, so it hasn't gone all the way through, but that's fine. I'm just going to fold that back, and then I'm actually going to fold it this way as well. Come on, there we go. If you just do that, it sort of snaps. There we go. And I don't mind the rough edges. We're going for that kind of shabby chic look anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So then this piece here, I want this at, say, 6 inches. And then I'm going to mark on here just a little point where I'm going to actually cut that off to create my tag. So where's my pencil-y? Where's my pencil gone? Oh, there it is. Okay. So I'm just going to mark on here. I'm just going to hold that at the 4 inches. We'll go for quite a fat tag. So we'll go 3 and 1. And then I'm just going to mark off 1 inch, or maybe 2 inches. Yeah, I'll do 2 inches there. Okay, so I'm going to cut then from there to there and there to there for this tag. And then I've got a nice long and thin one. I might even make 2 of these actually, because I may as well while I'm here. And this one, I think I'm just going to eyeball where I'm going to cut that off. So I'm just going to cut from there to there, and then hold my second one up to there like that and cut. And then I'm going to flip that one over hold it steady and cut from there to there, and then from there to there. Okay, so that's my 2. And like I say this quite often in my videos, if you're going to make one thing, you may as well make a few. So I'm going to do 3 in one go tonight. So last night we made 4 cards in one go, and tonight we're going to do 3 things. And I like doing this because it allows your creativity to have a bit of an experiment. You don't feel pressurised that the first one has got to look fantastic. It doesn't matter if one ends up a little bit odd looking, because you've got a few more to play with. So I was going to cover this piece here with this paper. So I'm just going to grab my glue. Oh, sorry guys, sorry about that. Right, I'm going to also say hello to everybody on the live, because I've just kicked in straight away. Not said hello to anybody really. So hi Linda, first in the house, well done. Valerie, Subu, Nessa, hello Nessa. Your order will be going in on Saturday. Sheila, Wendy, Bonnie, Christine, Tilly, Jackie, Cheryl, Lorraine, Pamela, Deborah, Esther, Lorraine, Carol, Bonnie. There we go. Hello everybody. Do share this video out with any friends who you think may be interested, and we'll have a party in here. Hi Dainty Diva. So I'm just going to stick that there like that. I assumed that this was going to fit, so it does just about, so that's okay. Okay, get that one. And once that's stuck down, we can just cut the edges off like that. So no need to try and, you know, measure it up really perfectly. Just cut it off there. Oops. Okay. Now that should leave me a 2-inch piece for one of these. Yes, it does. Fantastic. Okay, so I'll cover up one of these. Onto there, over. Hi Wendy. Hi Vicky, good morning. So if there are any local folks who want to place an order, or if there are anybody who would normally shop with me and they only want something little and don't want to pay the full £4.95 postage, then I have got an order going in on Saturday if anyone wants anything. So just giving that a good push down. Okay, so then I have also got a piece of paper here, which I thought might look quite nice on there as well. So I'll stick that one down too. Okay, and again, just cut that off around the cardboard. Now, I know some of you are going to say, what are you going to use these for, Ruth? The honest answer is, I don't know. I just like making pretty things sometimes, just because they're pretty and I like them. And sometimes I do give them away. Sometimes I just put them up somewhere in my craft room, and we'll see. I don't know. I don't know. Right, so that's that done. So the other idea I had was to use, well, I'm going to flip backwards and forwards between the background and the embellishments, okay, just as my brain kind of comes up with ideas. So I like the idea of having some sort of really nice, pretty decorated butterfly. But I don't have the time to put any like glossy glue and let it dry, because, you know, I'm only going to be here for about an hour. So I'm not going to have time to do that. So I thought, how can I create a really lovely butterfly but without too much effort? So I'm going to try and create, colour some foil in, then stamp either with embossing powder, stamp and heat emboss, or use some black stays on. We're gonna experiment and see what happens. Okay. So let's just grab one of these butterflies just to get a bit of an idea of where I need to aim my design. Hold on, it will be this way up actually because I want to cut it out. So sorry if that's reflecting badly. So I'm just going to colour some area in like that. Wow, that's vibrant. Whew. I didn't expect it to be that vibrant. That is pretty cool. Okay, so that's dark magenta madness, and then this is light magenta madness. Okay. Now it feels a bit odd going on because it's alcohol based, but it also has nowhere to go because it's on foil. So it almost feels slightly sticky as I'm colouring. Oh, I did a bit too much there, but never mind. Okay. But look at that. Isn't that vibrant? I don't know if that's coming through at all on the screen, but it's super shiny. Oh no, it's just not working. Sorry, I can't express to you what it really looks like, unfortunately. Anyway, I'm just going to keep going. Sorry if the lighting is making your eyes a bit freaked out. Okay, so let me just check I can get some I want 3 butterflies out of this along here. So 1, 1. It's almost like you need to wait for it to dry and then you can go back over it again. So, hi Glenna. So I've also got, this is Highland Heather, and I'm just going to go in there with a little bit of the Highland Heather, maybe picking up some of the areas that I've missed. Because I guess I could always cut some other things, other shapes out with the spare pieces. I don't know what I'm doing here, guys. I'm making this up as I go along. Hi, Janice. Oh, well, right, I'm going to stop there. Right, I'm hoping that's going to dry quickly. Now, that is pretty dry, so I'm wondering whether to go in there with my embossing powder and stamp on top of there and see what happens. Hi Janine, I haven't got a clue what I'm doing, you know, I'm just making it up. You just have to stick with me, girl. I'm trying to do some sort of heat embossed image on top of the foil that I've just coloured in with the alcohol pens. That's what I'm doing. And I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we'll give it a go. This should be the motto of my channel, isn't it? I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll give it a go. Who's that? Whose computer's just died? Oh, Linda's computer's just died. Okay, so this is gold embossing powder that I'm putting now over the butterflies. to one side. Give the place a wee tidy up. Okay. Put the lid on, because I'm a good girl. And grab my heat tool. And see what happens. You can be, we'll see, Linda. We'll see if we can keep you quiet. Oh, no. I can see there's embossing powder in areas there shouldn't be. That's better. Okay. Hi, Lisa Breeden. You're very welcome. Okay, the foil likes to curl up. I'm just going to let it cool down for a second. I'm going to give it a little bit longer than I would normally because I think the foil is kind of taken in the heat. And I'm sorry, I can't really show you how gorgeous this looks, but it does look quite spectacular. So, let's just see. I can actually cut it out because the card has curled just a little bit. Okay, look at that. Can you see that in the light there? Oh, come on. So it looks super shimmery and you've got that reflective, slightly reflective look there. Okay, right, pleased how these turned out. And then we've also got those. So I'm thinking for the big tag, that would look fine on the big tag. And then on the little tags, I'm wondering if I can squeeze out another butterfly. I can cut another butterfly out of there. So I'm just going to trim that up and see if we can get some more. I think we might be able to get one out of there as well. Hi KB from New Zealand. Welcome. Okay, so that's it. We've got all the butterflies that we need for our bellies. So the other thing that I saw on my inspiration photograph was some script stamping. So I got out Fairy Versailles because that's got some lovely script on it. And I'm thinking of going in there with a dark grey. But I also picked out some of these are lovely papers. So I'm not sure whether to maybe do a little bit of tearing and have something down the middle. And then if you ever want to tear something with a more straighter edge, you can use a ruler. So grab your paper. Okay, give yourself a bit more space to do that. So if you want a very specific amount, you can. I don't know, I'm gonna line that up with my grid paper. That makes it a little bit easier. There we go. So I wanted a specific kind of strip there. Okay, so that's an even thinner strip. Right, happy with that. I'm going to get the script stamp now. And I'm wondering whether to, if I'm really quick with the embossing powder, you can actually emboss, not necessarily with the Versamark, but with the... Oh, actually, I'll tell you a trick you can do, is you can use clear embossing powder over a coloured ink, but you've got to be pretty quick with it. But there's a nifty trick that you can do where you actually stamp the stamp in the embossing, the Versamark first, then you stamp it in the colour. So let's try that today. So I'm going to stamp that in the Versamark, then get the colour, and then stamp that there like that, and then quickly put the clear embossing powder over the top of it. I'm not sure if it's worked, we'll see. Yes, Lorraine, it does. Yes. I'll answer you better in a second. Let me just do this. Okay, so there we have grey embossed. Okay, so it's very subtle, but it is embossed. Okay, right, sorry, what was the question? I must have done something with my phone. It does not sound anymore to WhatsApp. Ah, okay, Martina, not quite sure why that is. Yeah, we'll have a look at it later. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Christine. So Lorraine asked, I noticed that you don't always match the size of block to the stamp. Oh, sorry. I try to generally. I mean, that is the best one for this one. Sometimes I'm in a hurry. I just pull out whatever I need. But generally, I would say, if possible, you should try and match the shape. But the one thing I would say is that will affect your stamping is where you put the pressure down on the block. So when you put the pressure down, do not push the corners, push the actual stamp, the area that the stamp is in. Okay, so we're going to do that technique again. We're just going to pick up the Versamark ink, then get the grey ink pad. So this is a way to basically make any coloured embossed area. It's not quite the same as obviously having the embossing powder, but it's a handy alternative if you do want that embossed look but you don't have the right colour for it. So Paula says, I stamped with colour, regular ink and added embossing powder and that worked. Fantastic. As long as, yeah, you've just got to be really quick, haven't you? Does the birthmark contaminate your ink pad? Not that I know of. Okay, so there I've got my embossed grey, slightly shiny area there. Then I've got this piece that I want to put over the top, but I want to distress this a little bit more. So I think I might just get my ink pad open and run the edges of my paper through the ink pad. See, just get a bit of grungy it up a little bit, and might even tear it. And hi, Kathy Irvin. Yes, pigment ink does stay long. Yeah, stays wet for longer, doesn't it? Okay, and I think I want to just go around the edges of this as well. It feels like it needs some more texture around the edges. Right, you know what, I feel like there's powder on my desk, so I'm just going to clean that off because it's frustrating me. Right, that's better. Okay. Now, as I said, I feel like I need some more textures just on here, so I'm going to get the... Oh, I don't know, maybe that one actually. That one will be fine. And maybe pull in some of this purpley colour. Okay, that's kind of cool. So remember, I'm going to put these butterflies over the top as well. Now, because these butterflies are going to be sort of standing up a little bit, I'm actually going to colour the backs of these. I could do sort of do a sponge actually, so my fingers don't get so purple. Okay. I'm going to set those off to the side to dry. There we go. Right. And then I'm wondering whether to bring in the vine leaves and just do a few little vine leaves on here, just to add again a little bit more texture. Hi Bonnie. Have I said hello to you already? Say hi if it's your first time on the live. And sorry if I don't catch you straight away, just say hello again and I'll try and say hello. Just doing a bit of purple swiping now. Okay. I'm going to give these a quick help to dry. I don't want to overheat them because I don't want to reactivate that gold embossing powder really. Just Give it a little help along. Right, I'm just going to set those aside for a second. Okay, so I also grabbed out the vellum doilies, which I thought might make an interesting background for these as well. And so I'm going to experiment with what I want where, really. Like, do I want that underneath? And then maybe some pieces of vellum. Or do I want some vellum poking out? Or yeah, just not sure. I also feel like I need some rich raspberry in the centre. Just to sponge it up a little bit. While I'm here, actually, I've got to remember I've got these other two to make. So I'm just sponging down these as well. Sorry guys, I go a bit quiet because I get in the zone and I forget to talk. Just shout if you want me to explain anything. How do I arrive at these shapes? I cut a 4-inch rectangle, 4" by 6", and then just snipped off the corners. And these are 2" lengths by 6", and again just chopped off the corners. And it's cardstock. It's the card packaging that comes with the papers. I've just recycled it. Okay, let's grab this one. I'm kind of working quite instinctually. I'm just kind of picking up whatever I kind of go, oh yeah, I'll put that there and that there. When you just assemble a collection of products, it's quite nice just to use the same products but in different ways and see what happens. So that's rich raspberry that I've just used, and I'm thinking now to bring in the basic grey. Maybe stamp something onto the edge of these. So I'm just going to use the edge of that script stamp there. Just do something there. Okay, I like that. And then on this one, I think I'm just going to stamp off, because I can't be bothered to get the smoky slate stamp ink pad. I just want a lighter all over look for that one. Okay. And actually, while I'm here, I'm just going to do a slightly lighter look for that as well. There we go. Right, that's coming along. So then I want to play with these bits of doily. So just going to cut that down there and there. You're loving this, are you, Glenna? Okay, so again, just running the paper through the ink pad. So this is paper to direct paper to ink pad inking. I'll tear that bit off. Don't need that bit. I always end up with ink on that thumbnail. And now maybe this one, I should have pleated this. I shouldn't have torn off that bit. That's quite fun. Okay. That piece back in. And just give this stuff a bit of a stretch. So this is product that's in the autumn winter catalogue. It's in the Halloween section, but it's fabulous stuff. I'm just going to really stretch it out. You see how it kind of curls up. It's fab. There we go. Right, I'm just trying to think if I've got anything else that is quite textured that could go on there. I've got some of this ribbon. Maybe I could stick that behind there as well. I have got some of that glue that I can put on afterwards. I'm not going to do that straight away though. Oh, leaves, that was it. I wanted to maybe punch out some leaves. So, let's just have a look at what my butterflies look like now. Oh, gorgeous. I've got to find all my little butterflies. They're all over my table. Okay, and I'm wondering if I do need leaves or not. Maybe some dark ones. Let's get some blackberry bliss. Sheila, I love that. Welcome to the club of buying stamps at Ruth Sport. Yes. Well, I'm part of the club that, you know, buy stamps because I've seen someone else buy them. So, you know, we love to share, us Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. We love to share the love of it all, you know. And but only buy what you're going to use, guys. Don't be buying stuff just because I use it. I said this to my team actually recently. If you're going to buy a stamp set, you've got to think of 5 ways in which you're going to use it before you buy it. Don't just buy it. Okay, because I don't want you regretting your decisions and then blaming me. Okay, so aren't they fat? Oh, actually, I do want to just ink up the backs of these a little bit. Oh, what if I've got a bit of purple left on there? Ah, there we go. There's a little bit. I'm going to have very inky fingers at the end of this session. No, you can't buy through me, unfortunately. But you can support my channel by sharing it out with your friends. And if anyone ever feels they want to financially contribute to my channel, I use any money that's donated to buy more product for me to create more videos. So I do have a PayPal button in my description. Well, there should be a description. If there's not one, there will be later. But all my videos have the PayPal me button, or you can go to the About Me page on YouTube. Who's saying hello? That's a very friendly hello. Hi, Dawn. Look at all those emojis. Gorgeous. I put stuff in my Stampin' Up cart, then leave it a couple of days and change it. Yeah, good. Yeah. Because otherwise, if we do impulse buys, we may regret it. Okay, so I'm liking these little leaves. I have these sticking out here and there. I think I might just put these butterflies a bit closer together so I can have a little cluster of leaves going on here and there. And I did grab out this sprig punch because I might even do some silver leaves. Okay, that might work for that. So that one's there. This feels like it needs more texture on it. Maybe if I swap, put that on the top. I think I'd be happier with that. Yes, I would. Maybe having them fly upwards like that. Okay, so that's that one. This one, I wonder if I can just split this down the middle. Just have little tufts of this sticking out. Oh, I can see 22 thumbs up. Sometimes they don't always show up, Pam. Thank you, though. You're such a sweetheart. Well, I'm realising I'm mixing. I don't want to put... do I want to put silver? No, you know what? I don't want to put silver on here because this is gold. I do have some... Do I have a gold thread left over? Oh, I have a tiny, tiny bit. Look, I've got some gold. And I've also got the gold... gold foil pieces, haven't I? I'm going to find those pieces. Oh, I've just found I do have that rainbow glimmer paper. Oh, didn't realise I bought that. Oh, where's the gold? Tiny stuff. Oh, found it. Here we go. Ah, now this piece, I can split this here, can't I? I cut that there, and cut that off there. So this is the gold laser cut paper. Sometimes you can do little tricky things with it, like by separating them out. How cool is that? Look at that. So this was meant to be facing inwards. I'm going to use it to face outwards instead. Yeah. Daub an ink pad over the ribbon to change it to look to gold. Over the foily ribbon. I wonder if that would work. Should I try Bumblebee? I don't know if it will take. Because it's a foil, I'm not sure if it's going to take. But we'll try it. We'll give it a go. Whether or not it's going to dry and be okay, I don't know, because it's water-based going onto foil, so it is changing it slightly. If I compare it. Oops. We'll set it aside and see what happens. What I want to know is what happens if I heat this. Who wants to see that? Yeah, alcohol might work. I could try the alcohol pens on it. But hey, shall we see what happens when it heats up? I can kind of guess what's going to happen. Oh, it's a bit of a quivering mess. Yeah, it does, it's shriveling up. It's kind of cool though. Oh, it's a bit smelly as well. Probably best to do it in a well-ventilated room. Okay, looks good though. It makes it stiffer. It does make it stiffer. All right, we'll use that. We will use that. Okay, let's start sticking everything together. So let's take that layer off. Now I have cheated slightly. I've heated up my heat gun, my hot glue gun at the side, because sometimes it's just quicker and easier to have it ready. Oh, actually, no, I did have it heated up. I then unplugged it from the heat tool. Okay. Right, let's replug that in. Okay, while we're waiting, we can just glue this down. going to stick these two little ones here as well. As long as Ruth distresses only supplies, I am okay. Ruth loves what? Messing about. Oh, I do. Another item to add to your list. Oh, what? This stuff? Right, now what I need to decide is, am I going to stick the butterflies over the top of that? Oh, yeah, that looks good. And do I need this thread now? It kind of like splays out a little bit. If I was being really super duper fussy, I could maybe tie 2 knots and then have antenna. That's not happening tonight, guys, just letting you know. Okay, I'm going to see if my heat gun is hot enough now. Come on, glue. Oh, just about. Okay. So it's just because this is quicker. Use that. And then I'm thinking I'm just going to put the glue on the butterflies, and where the glue goes through the foil, it will, sorry, the thready stuff, it will stick it. It shows off the inked ribbon, yes it does. So we'll do a middle one first. Just hold that until the glue's dried. Cooled, rather. Okay, and then scrunch it up a little bit, I think. Okay, right, get something on there. So I'm sort of moving it up a little bit as well. Nice, I like that. You tell I'm excited. Right, okay, we'll pop that to one side for a second. Let's bring the other one on. Now, I'm not so happy with how pale this is looking, so I'm just going to add a little smidge of the rich raspberry, which I've still kind of got on my sponge. So it's not looking so pale. I'm going to pop that there. Then, is this going to go over the top? Well, we can do that first. Oh, I quite like that. Okay, so a bit of glue on there, bit on there, bit on there, bit on there. Just hold that down. I'm not bothered about it completely following the folds that I did. It's just to get some texture. So that's that. Then I did have those little leaves. I'm still undecided about these leaves. I might save those for something else. Just want to get these butterflies on now. Hi, Kelly. Is Kelly going? Okay, yes, come back and see it. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Martina, what you said about having it just so it's so much easier than, yeah, trying to tear fabric. I know what you mean. Hi, Cindy Sawyer. Nice to see you. Got the two Cindys on tonight. Okay. Oh, got my other little. And again, I'm scrunching this ribbon up a bit before sticking it down. Okay. Oh, it's a bit too scrunched up. I'm going to have to get something else to stick on top of that to hold it down. Guess I could curve a bit of this ribbon around, couldn't I? This is a point where I've got to be careful I don't glue my fingers to the thing. Try and hide the glue spots underneath. Okay. Right. That's quite cute. I think it just needs a few gems or something on it now, but that is quite pretty. Hi, Gail. Right, so this one, still got to put some texture and stuff onto this one. Got a little bit of leftover gold. But what I could do is flip it over and maybe colour it with the grey. Where's my grey gone? Okay, so that's fine. Let that dry for a moment. There's another little leftover piece here as well. We can use that. And then, oh, we've got some other bits of, I can just do some sponging through that, can't I? Just to add a bit more. Oh dear, the blue's coming through. Oops. Never mind. I had blue on this previously. Thank you, Lorraine. Okay. There we go. Right. All right. What if we do it that way round? Will I be able to get my little leaves in now? Okay. Yeah, I think I prefer it this way because then the focus is down then onto that section there. So I'm just going to rip that bit off there. And I don't mind it overhanging somewhat. I was helping my friends. Their parents celebrated 60 years of marriage today. Oh, how wonderful. Scrunch into a rosette. What, this? Oh, actually, I'm just blotting that off because there's a lot of ink on there. I might just pop that behind there. Do it the opposite way round, have the flowers coming, sorry, the leaves coming from that side. Oops. Pop that one under there. Pop that around there. Put that there. Put that there. Got those oak leaves. And then we've got the butterflies that we can do in a row instead. And I've lost the other one. There it is. What am I making today? I'm making sort of textured, altered art tags. Okay. Then maybe use a bit of this. Just in the background. A little bit of it. Right, okay, let's start gluing. So that's the only thing, you sort of arrange it and then you've got to remember how you did it. So pop that over the top like that. Just check where this next one has to go. Like that. And then just give that a bit of a snip there. That one a snip there. Can you guys see this all right? I don't know, I like how I've inked that. I've ended up with a bit of a sort of a squarish blob there, and I don't like that. There we go. Night, Helen. Okay, so before I stick all that down, I'm just going to put some of this. Probably shouldn't use the end of my scissors. I'll use the end of my tweezers just to hold that all down. Come on. Now be careful when you do that, it is hot. Night, Tilly. Oh gosh, it's an hour already. time has gone fast, hasn't it? Vanessa, I remember. Yeah. How's he doing at the moment? Is that when you first started watching me? Because I remember all that. Vanessa's just said that it was a year ago since her husband had the heart attack. Okay, just bring that back and check how that looks. Oh wow, that's amazing. Okay, right, I'm going to stop there now. Let's pop this panel on. Oh, Dawn. I don't know if I remember you telling me that. Right, I think I want to just sort of cluster them a little bit like that, because, you know, they'd be sitting on the leaves, wouldn't they? So a little butterfly, go there. And sometimes when I stick butterflies, I tend to put the glue just on the half of the butterfly, so that I can then scoot up the wings like that. And then sometimes I just put the glue in the middle. It all depends how I'm feeling, or how I want it to look. There we go. Right, so let's bring the others on and see if we need to add any extra little embellies. Don't know whether to add some little sequins. Oh, I definitely want to do some nice pretty ribbon. So I do have current stuff, and I do have some retired product which I might use for doing these bits. So I'm using, this is a cropper dial. This is fantastic. Stampin' Up used to sell, this was actually a Stampin' Up one, they don't sell it anymore, but it's a fab tool. And I'm going to look through some of my retired ribbon. funny enough, I sorted out this evening. And I've got some silver thread. And some. Look at this stuff. This might be quite fun. Don't quite know how I'm going to use it, but I might just put a little piece on there. Okay. And I'm sure I had some velvet ribbon. Got to use some of the velvet ribbon, haven't I? Oh, luxury. Oh. What would you use these tags for? Dangling on a parcel? You know what? If I was sending you a parcel, Martina, I would dangle them on a parcel for you. Yes, I said right at the beginning of the video, I don't know what I'm going to use these for, but they're just too much fun not to make, aren't they? So I think it's a case of make now, decide later. Oh, where's that thread? I just had some thread a minute ago. I was a really good girl earlier and I sorted out a whole load of thread. Oh, there it is. They would look lovely on a wine bottle. Yeah, so this is retired stuff from last year. I'm sorry I'm using retired products, guys, but you know what? Sometimes you just have to. So I'm going to pop that through there. Pull that through. That one's a bit too long. I'll just tie. This is a bit too white for me. I think I might just grunge it up a little bit with a bit of ink. There we go, that's better. I wonder if I could just tie that, put that through there, tie that onto there. Now I'm just running through my head. Is there anything that I put on my desk that I haven't used that I wanted to use? I don't think there is. I'm actually going to cheat and I'm going to glue that into place because I want them to actually dangle down, not sit like that. So I'm just going to put a little spot of glue under there and make them sit nicely. That's better. And then I can bring this both. Oh, stay. Now you do have to hold it until it cools, because otherwise it moves. Because it's quite thick stuff, so it's wanting to do its own thing. So you have to kind of make it do its thing. Okay, so there we go. That's. Actually, I might just knock these off. Right, so that's ready to hang on something. Okay. I'm wondering whether I could do with putting some little silvery things in there. So oh dear, you know me, more is more. Awesome little gems. Just see if I've got anything purpley. I've got pink. Oh, got iridescent. So these are sequins. I think we actually still do sell these sequins, or something very similar. Just going to pop those in the centre of those butterflies. Pop that back. Okay, it just helps those along a little bit. Right, what about this one now? Haven't done anything to this. So this needs some sort of ribbon. Wondering if the velvet for that one would look good. This needs something more silvery, I think, inside it. Something shiny. Yeah, I will do, Kate. I'll just finish putting all these little bits and pieces in. And then... oh, I've got some gold stars. Oh, some purple. Or some sparklies. Oh, I think sparklies. Night, Subu. Sorry, I've kept going, haven't I? Just going to see if I can fit 3 on here, because make them extra sparkly. Oh yes, very, very sparkly indeed. Yeah, they're very luxurious. I think that I'm going to rename the title of this video and call them Luxurious Altered Art Tags. But you see why I think if you're going to make one, you may as well be making 3, because it probably wouldn't have taken much longer, I don't think, because all the stuff's out to do the 3. So, okay, so this one, I'm not sure whether to go sort of more subtle with the middle, or just absolutely go for it. You know what, I'm going to absolutely go for it. Right, I've got 3. I could do dark, medium, light. So 1, 2, don't move, stay there, cheeky. Oh, come on, don't want you pinging off at this stage. See, the problem is if they start to ping off when you're just trying to get get them to stick, I get a little bit anxious, because then I think, well, does that mean they're going to fall off later on? Anyway, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and push you down really hard and hope that you're going to stay. It could be because I've embossed these, so there's a slight texture that the glue is having to kind of adhere to. I wonder if I'd be better off putting a little spot of glue underneath it. Glue dot on the back. You know what, that's a really good idea. I think if they ping off in the morning, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to do it now, but... Right, so that's the dark, the medium, and then light. Actually, I think I've just gone dark, medium, medium, but never mind. Oh, that's bugging me now. I haven't used the right ones because I haven't got one of the small ones in the light. I think I'll just have to wing it. That one, that one. See if I've got a spare one anywhere else. No, okay, I'll use that one. Okay, so these epoxy dots have got little bits of glimmer in them. They're so pretty. Janine, are you back home yet? As in home, your usual home. You know what I mean. Okay, so ribbon in there. I don't know whether to go for the black. No, it's a bit too dark, but I really love the lacy effect of that black lace. That's a bit of a silly thing to say, isn't it? I like the lacy effect of the black lace. You know what I mean. What's that, Lorraine, that you've got? I'm waiting for dinner deli dry so I can stay. You'll just transport some over. Okay. What is it that you've got that I haven't got? That's funny, Martina. Although we don't seem to have had a rush on loo roll like we did back in March. It seems to have calmed down a little bit. Okay, I think that just that velvet is fine. I don't really want to do much more than that because it's got so much detail on it. I don't feel it needs it. Okay, right, I'm just trying to clear my desk a little bit so that I can show you these on a better backdrop. Got these little bits to throw away. These. Right, so what should we do? 1, 2, 3, I think. Okay, so let's talk through this one. So this one has the background papers from I want to say Tasteful Textures, but I don't think that's the name of it. I'll look it up. And we've also used the paper from another set. By the way, if you want to grab some of these papers, I know there's 15% off both those sets at the moment. We've only got a few more days. Saturday, you've got till Saturday to place your order if you want those papers at a reduced rate. In Good Taste Designer Series paper. I know you can hardly see the brick anymore, but honestly, it is that paper. I did use it. And then Artistry Blooms is where I got that lovely pinky purpley piece from. We use Butterfly Gala stamp set, that one. And also I used Magenta Madness, but you don't have to use those colours, you'd use whatever you want. But basically I coloured in the silver foil first with those. And then I embossed the gold, in gold, the butterfly. Then we used some of the laser cut paper behind it. And then we coloured the fabulous cobwebby stuff with Bumblebee ink just to see if it would make it more gold, and it worked. We gave it a little bit of a heat and it kind of like shriveled a bit. So it just ended up being a little bit smaller than what it normally is, but it kind of worked. Okay, please list it in the description. Yes, I will. Obviously I can't list the things that are retired, but I can list the things that I used tonight. Okay, so then this one I used the vellum doilies. I just used one actually, just tore it up and used it in the background. Used some more of that silver stuff, used the ribbon, the dotty ribbon, and punched out the butterflies, but from some of that silver foil paper that I'd coloured in with my Stampin' Blend. So these are alcohol markers, so they dry pretty quick. I'm just going to have a quick go over those actually, because I don't like how they look. And actually, if I wanted to, I could even colour in those gems, but I don't think I will. I'm going to just let them be so that they show up a bit more. So you can go in there and colour that in, see? Right. And then I also stamped in the background with the Versailles stamp set, and I used Rich Raspberry and Basic Grey. Now this, in the background of here, I actually stamped it with Versamark first, then the Basic Grey, and then I put clear embossing powder over the top. So this actually feels really lovely and textured now. This here. Okay. Then this one, I used the scrap pieces from that gold laser paper and popped it in the grey ink pad, so it then turned grey, and then put some silver leaves and then the oak leaves that I coloured in with Blackberry Bliss pen, so that's why it looks more purpley than pinky. And again, we just coloured our own foil. So what fun! I don't think I've ever done that before, coloured my own foil. So that is a super fun technique. If you need something shiny but you need it in the colour you want it, just use your alcohol pens to do that. And if you don't have alcohol pens, you can probably use a Sharpie. Most people have Sharpies in their homes. So there we go. You fell asleep, says Levine. Levine? Okay, there's just one more thing while you guys are commenting and saying which one is your favourite. There's one more thing I want to do. But let me know. 1, 2 or 3. Which is your fave? Night night, Nessa. Just going to put a little gem in the middle of the sequins to bling them up even more. So do comment, guys, in the section below if you're watching this on the replay, because you won't be able to comment in the chat. Just comment below which is your fave, 1, 2 or 3. And it's always great to hear from you. And also, you know, what technique have I done that you've never seen before? You know, is there something that you've learnt that you'll use somewhere else? Please let me know. And then if you've been inspired to have a go yourself, please do share your photographs on Artful Stampin Space. It's my Facebook group for folks to share what they've made and be inspired and, sorry, inspire others with what you've made as well. So there we go. So let's have a look. Pamela says 312. So 312. Janine is 1. All 3 tonight are. Did you see the copper tarnish card done by someone in the States? I don't think so, Lorraine. No. Can you send me a link? Okay, love all 3, all 3. Oh, you're welcome, guys. Gosh, it was a little bit longer, but an hour and a half, but kind of worth it because it's so pretty. But part of it was experimenting, so I think anyway, they're just fun to do. I'm not going to apologise. Great to have you all with me. Lovely to have you on the commenting live, and I'll see you guys again soon. Take care for now, everyone. Bye. Ah, okay, thanks, Lorraine. I've just seen your comment. You use both black and brown stays on ink with alcohol markers. Okay. Yeah, please send me the link for that one. Thank you. So, yeah, so if you don't know me on social media, just send it to me via my email, ruthtrice@gmail.com. Hold on, I'll type that in the chat. So if you ever need to contact me. Okay. Yes, it is late. It's 20 to 12 here. So there we go. But that's fine. Take care. Night, bye.